Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a package that I've been anticipating for roughly a month now. It is from Haynes Manuals Incorporated. Now if you've never heard of Haynes Manuals, they make repair manuals for just about any vehicle you could think of. If you can drive it, they've probably got a manual for it. They have a new manual for the Royal Enfield with the UCE engine. And this is going to be very exciting. I've taken a sneak peek of their online version, and it is very detailed, even more so than the Royal Enfield factory manual. Alright, let's go ahead and open this package up and take a look at the physical copy, shall we? Alright. There we are. How about that? Now I'm going to go over some key parts in this manual, just so you can know exactly why this manual is so helpful. Alright, let's go ahead and get this plastic off of here and we'll start taking a look. Alright, let's open her up here and see what she has to offer. There you go, it is for the Royal Enfield 500 Bullet Classic and the 535 Continental GT. Inside here you have your table of contents. Alrighty. You also have a little introduction telling you about a little bit about the history of Royal Enfield. It's a good little feel there. Some do's and don'ts when making repairs, some warnings. Asbestos, not really pertinent to the UCE. If you have an older model bike, absolutely could be. Here's some bike specifications. There you go. Tells you all about the engine, the chassis for each individual model. Okay. Bike specs. There's for the Bullet, the Classic, the Electra, G5, Electra Deluxe, and the Continental GT. Stuff like ground clearance, curb weight, overall width, height, maximum weight capacity, and all that good stuff. Now it is in metric, so it's millimeters and kilograms. So you just have to do a little quick conversion. Okay. Frame numbers, how to identify models. Okay. The correct oil. Go. How to check your oil level. All that basic good stuff. How to check your brake fluid. These are all pre-ride checks. Chapter 1 covers routine maintenance. Okay. Let me show you some of the highlighted stuff that I found very helpful and interesting. Okay. There we go. There we are. Repairs and overhaul. Engine, transmission, and associated systems. That's going to be very helpful. Chassis components. If you're doing any body work, if you lay your bike down, if you want to make any adjustments, change out the bushings for the swing arm, anything like that. There's reference tools, workshop tips, all this stuff is good. And for your general maintenance stuff, they have, like I said, just a section dedicated to maintenance. Tells you all the specifications, the lubricants and fluids, the maintenance schedule, component locations, and maintenance procedures. It's very good stuff. Let's go ahead and just open it up to the engine, transmission, and associated systems. you go. Engine, clutch, and transmission. There you go. It tells you all the contents here for the pages. There you go. All your specifications, degrees of difficulty. It goes from easy to very difficult. Now, if you're not very mechanically inclined, this manual is a starting point, and it is a good point of reference to help you get pointed in the right direction. You will get better over time as you work on things, but if it's above your level, I would suggest getting some help so that you, one, don't mess anything up, and two, so that you don't hurt yourself. On a motorcycle, you have two wheels, not like a car with four. If your alignment is off, if you don't torque something down properly, you could be in a world of hurt. You can hurt yourself very easily on a motorcycle. So be very careful, guys. If you don't think you can handle it, just ask a little help. Shoot me an email. I'll try to help you as much as possible. Call your local service shop. They'll help you out. Alright, let's go ahead and turn the page here. Chapter 2. This gives you all your torque specifications, your bore readings, the tolerances, piston, all your tolerances, your clearances, your ring clearances and tolerances, clutch, primary drive chain, your selector for your fork and drum, you change your gears, and your crankshaft itself. On the page over here you got all your transmission numbers, torque settings, all that good stuff. Goes over simple stuff like how to do a compression test, engine removal and installation. I mean, it's really useful. It's a really, really useful manual. Just flip through here and see what else we have. There you go. Here we are. There's primary drive and your clutch. A little bit of information on the Continental GT here. Now each section does have general information and precautions, things you should look out for. Pay close attention to those things, guys. They can very well keep you from hurting yourself or hurting your equipment. More information on the Continental GT. Here's good information on your bearings here for your steering. Bleeding your brakes. Removing seals. Working with your drive sprocket. There's the removal and installation of that. I mean, they've got everything in this manual. One good thing about this manual is it actually reads better than the factory manual. That being said, the factory manual is very helpful. I have a copy of that also. Some parts aren't in the best English, so it takes a little bit to... You have to read it a couple times to understand it, which is understandable. And it just doesn't really go into the amount of detail that this manual does. Haynes has really outdone themselves. This is a great read. If you buy it just to read it and to have the information on hand when you need it, this is excellent. This is one of the better manuals that I've seen. It's better than a Suzuki factory manual that I've had. Body work. Chapter 7. A lot of us are not that great with electrical systems. Me, myself, I'm one of them. It is my weak point. It is a weak point for a lot of technicians. And I can do it. It just takes me a little more time. But with this manual, you get the proper guidance that you need. You get all the diagrams. It makes your job just a little bit easier when you're trying to troubleshoot and make repairs. Okay, it's got all your specifications here. Electrical systems gone over are the alternator stator, the battery charging, battery removal, installation and inspection, brake lights, replacing bulbs, charging systems, how to test it, the clutch switch, electrical systems. It goes through everything: fuel, fuses, fuel sensors, headlights, ignition switch, instrument clusters, everything. Now it's got a list of your bulbs here for your bikes, a list of the fuses. It says C section 5. Alright. And here's some little bit on test equipment here. You've got your continuity tester, you've got your circuit tester for voltage, and of course your multimeter. It's a very interesting section. If you're not that great, as I'm not, with electrical systems, it could be a godsend. Here's some of your wiring diagrams. Sometimes these things can read kind of like Greek, so if you don't quite understand it, just stare at it a while and trace your colors and read your components, and it's not that hard to figure out, guys. Just take a look at it, find your component, trace it back, test the wires that are in that circuit, and go back to your relays and everything else, and you'll be able to figure it out. It's got your little table of contents here, or your little section that tells you what the colors are. Not that hard to figure out. For the Continental GT, Electra E5 and G5, the Bullet B5, and Classic C5. That's pre-Euro 4. Now for us in the US, that means 2017, most of them and back. And for the rest of the world, that's 2016 and back. Alright, moving on here. More wiring diagrams for the B5, C5, Euro 4 models. Now for the UK and for the rest of the world, that would be 2017 and forward. For the US, it would be some of the 17s and forward. Some of the 17s in the US were kind of wonky. Mine is a Euro 3 model, not a Euro 4. It's a 2017. So you just have to, there's a few things you can look at to be able to tell. Alright, you've got your references here, conversion charts, your special tools, now this is a very good little section here. It shows you your bearings. Typical failure, what they could mean. That's a good thing to take a look at. Get accustomed to seeing those. Good processes for clamping off fuel lines. A piece of fuel line itself over your needle nose grip pliers there is a good way to do it as well. Put a piece of fuel line over each little prong. There you go. I've done that many times. There we are. Here's some troubleshooting here. Troubleshooting starts up here. steps to go through. Some faults. Engine doesn't start or is difficult to start. Poor running at low speeds. Poor running at or no power at high speed. Overheating. Common causes there. Things to look at. Clutch problems, low oil. Problems changing your gears. Engine noise. And there you have it, guys. And you've got your index. So if there's a section you're looking for, just go ahead and check out the index, look it up, see if you can find it. So there you go, guys. This is an excellent manual for anyone. Even if you're beginning and you've never really turned wrenches in your life, but you'd like to start working on your motorcycle, and you'd like to start maintaining it, because it does instill a sense of pride to know that you're maintaining your own equipment and that you can do that yourself. To me, there's no feeling like it. I've been turning wrenches for many years. I love it. I've made money with it. And it's just the best feeling in the world to be able to take something that doesn't work and make it work. And it's indescribable. This manual is your way to go if you're a beginner, a novice, or you've been doing it for a long time like I have. It is an excellent read. You can't go wrong with it. And it's always good to have the manual for your bike. I can't remember every number there is out there. So if there's something that I can't remember, I know that I can reach in here and pull the information out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And as always, since you're here, you might as well subscribe. Alright guys, thanks a lot. And I'd like to give a very special thanks to Haynes Manuals for sending this to me. I'll leave a link in the description below to it. Head over there, check them out, and get one for yourself. See you next time, guys.